Good morning, my friend. I hope that you're not watching this as it's released. Why would I say that? Because it's a holiday. I'd rather you be spending time with friends and family and enjoying each other's company. That being said, let's talk about what we've been covering over the past few weeks. We're doing the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by my friend Stephen Covey. And we covered the first habit, be proactive. I call this the habit of responsibility, taking responsibility. And I know so many times when we talk about taking responsibility, a lot of people are intimidated by that. Don't be. Don't be. Look, go out there and do. You're going to make mistakes. So what? Say, so what? Now what? Right? The second habit was that of, that's right, begin with the end in mind. Everything is created twice, right? The blueprint in our mind, in our brain, and then by being proactive, giving it legs, building what we want to have. And then this last week, we covered first things first, that we have to go through and sort out all of the stuff that occupies our time and really start to look at each one as saying, is that the best use of my time? Right? We talked about the 4 quadrants. And that's so important. I found that incredibly liberating because I did a big inventory of all the activity for an entire week of all the different things I was doing. And I was like, well, I know I'm doing some things in quadrant 4. Yeah, got to admit to that. And then there were things in quadrant 3, which was, you know, urgent but unimportant. But because it's urgent, it sounds, like we have to act on it. And that robs our time. And we need to spend more times in quadrants 1 and 2. 1 and 2 is urgent and important. It's the habit of necessity, the quadrant of necessity. So we have to address those things. But most importantly, the second quadrant was planning, preparation, sharpening the saw, increasing our skills, expanding our networks, really being in the world, whether it's personal or business, it's important, right? And the more time we spend in quadrant 2, the less of the urgent and important show up, right? And these 3 habits, as illustrated, are the first level, or what Stephen called the private victory. We master these first 3 habits to gain power over ourselves, because sometimes we're our own worst enemy, right? And so when we can master those first 3 habits, we move from being dependent. Now, when I say dependent, I mean we're dependent on other people for certain things. We're not dependent in terms of our ability to live, although we might be. But when we can master those first 3, we have the right to claim our private or personal victory, as I call it, right? And that moves us from dependent to independent, which is awesome. Now, on this Wednesday, on After the Coffee, we're going to go into the dive on habit 4, which is think win-win. Now, let me kind of set you the foundation here. Thinking win-win is really the first step toward the next level. So we've gone from dependent to independent. Now we're going to be moving into interdependent, which is a higher level on the maturity model. Now, think win-win, of course, means that in our dealings with people, we not only look to fulfill our best interests, but also to fulfill their best interest. And there's no horse trading going on here. This is not a monetization thing, is that we do things, we give. Okay, so it's kind of charitable, but it's the right kind of charitable because we're all in this together. So if there are things that we can do to help another person, we do it simply out of the pleasure for making a difference in another person's life. I know, it sounds a little altruistic, but those who master this have so many people who want to help them that it makes life so much easier, especially in business. It's not about a relationship with a sale in mind. It's a relationship with a win-win in mind. So anyway, I'm going to do a huge drill down on that on Wednesday after the coffee. Some of us will still be on holiday, and that's okay. I love that for you. We need our rest and relaxation. I hope you find some of that. However, others of us will be working. I'm fortunate enough to my work doesn't feel like work. And which brings me to my last mention before I end this video. Another year's gone by. Holy cow, how fast the year has gone by. I can't believe it. And I wanted to say thank you. And I mean it dearly. I so appreciate you taking the time and watching my videos. And I'm so hopeful that the information that I share helps you in your journey, whether it is your personal journey or your career journey. It doesn't matter to me. Whatever I can give that will make a difference in the life of another human being, well, I'm blessed. I'm blessed by that. So I want to say thank you so much for watching Monday Morning Cup of Joe and After the Coffee if you get that chance. And I hope and pray that 2024 will be your best year ever. Absolutely. And as always, in the meantime, lead well, my friend. Now go, enjoy your holiday. I'll see you soon. Not quite next year, but I hope to see you next year too.